Because I typically stream at this time. So it's just like, what can I do? I don't even think we're gonna get many people in here today because it's cheesy then. But, like, I don't care that much. I do it more for fun anyways. It'd be nice to become, like, Phil. That'd be very nice because that's just additional money that I can have. And then I could probably buy that mic. You know. Because then I'd have some extra money to spare. I'm trying to open a map that does not exist. I should go further down. Obviously. Sea moths over here. I'm just looking around because, like, I haven't been here in a few days. I probably stream Skyrim next week. Oh yeah, there's nothing in here. Oh yeah, aerogel. I kind of remember what I was doing last time. Kind of. I want to make this, obviously, but I need, obviously, titanium, copper wire, and I don't know how to make aerogel. Also, I made bubble window. I like it. I found out how to do that.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
I should probably... I really need water. Ah! I'm not even doing anything! This is literally... I have my hands off the controller. I have my hands off the controller. I told you this controller's rusted as frick. I don't even have my hands on it. Look. See? Oh my god. This controller is so fucking busted. Ow! Okay, that worked, but it hurt the knee. Oh, shit. I'm gonna have a controller-shaped bruise on my knee now. Because I hit that kind of hard. Oh yeah, I still need that diamond. Don't. I still need that diamond for a laser cutter so I can go further in the Aurora. As you can tell, I was listening to some music before. And I need that fish. Here. I want you. Fish, come here. No. Butterfish! No! Where'd you go? There you are. Got you. Oh, no, no, no. I need water. But there's like, I did tell the story yesterday of what happened when I was trying to get blood work, but I can tell it again because like I only had one person in and I think it was a bot, so I'll just tell it again. And only 2 people watched the video because it was super short. But so what happened was I was going to get blood work, but we have 3 cars in my house that I live at right now with my parents. And with those 3 cars, my dad's truck, it's fairly old. Like, it's the oldest vehicle technically that we have in terms of what we've owned and how long we've used it. The oldest one is actually technically my car, but like it's super good condition, and like, because it's a 2006, where my dad's truck's a 2009, and my brother's car is a 2008. Yes, I think that's it. But my brother doesn't live in this house anymore, so like I don't count his car. So the truck's the oldest now. And we took that, I've said I'm Canadian, I think, on stream, but like if I haven't, I'm Canadian. We went on a trip we've used the truck on a lot of trips, because it's larger and can carry more. So we use the truck, when we actually, traveled to BC. We drove to BC. And, so we used the truck for that. So using the truck obviously gives it a lot of mileage and all that. And like it's been everywhere. It's traveled to Thunder Bay like twice and all that. So like it has a lot of use. The brakes in the last few months, so about this year, the brakes on the truck has basically died, and there's a whole bunch of other issues with the truck. So because it's kind of a driving hazard, I've gone off on a serious freaking tangent. But like, a good tangent to go off of because I won't be talking much otherwise. Anyways, the truck has a whole bunch of other issues anyways with it. How to win. And with that, the truck itself is, my dad decided to use what's kind of my car, because he's the one that paid for it, but I'm the one that uses it the most and usually pays for the services and gas. But since I wasn't going anywhere, because of COVID, and I shouldn't say COVID, I shouldn't say vid, I am going to have to cut out a couple things for a YouTube video. Shit. I should probably mark that. Okay. Damn it. Anyways, because of the vid, I could not leave the house much because I lost my job, my housekeeping job. I didn't get it back for the summer, and I couldn't do my other job that I got before. I am very close to 50, so close, but like only 46 are counted. But nonetheless, just 4 more people. Either way, so what happened with that? My dad started using the car to get to work, and we have the truck as the additional. I went out the hatch. So the truck's used as the additional when I have to do something out of the house suddenly, or like anything like that. I need to collect titanium. So the truck's just used as additional. Frick, it's dark as shit. I forgot that. So like it's not much of a problem. In the most recent months, the truck's one tire has been having it just won't stay inflated. It keeps going, it keeps deflating. So now back to the initial story, closer to the story. The weekend prior to my blood work that I got, we changed the car's tires from the winter tires into the summer, not the all season, technically the fall, any different season tires. It's basically the tires that aren't for winter, because the texture between the two tires are actually very different. I thought you were gonna say butt work. No, blood work. Blood work. Very different. Anyways, I get so we changed the tires for that, and with changing the tires, you have to have an air pump we had to have an air pump in the car. Yes, but work. We had to have an air pump in the car because the last time we did it, the car, look up, the car, the bead moved, and it would de-inflate the tire. And the last time that happened, I was not in a good mood because it literally was completely flat. Shit. So it was completely flat. Oh my god. And as you can see, my controller's going nuts again. Good job, controller. Good job. Anyways. I need a new controller. Hit it with a stick. I had to hit it with my knee last time. I'm gonna do it again. Before it hits this frickin' rock. So we put our air pump into the car. So with that, we don't have the air pump in the truck. It's doing it again. No, wait, it stopped. Good. So we had to put the air pump in the car. We keep going on tangents. This is the conversation with me in real life if I don't have my medicine. Maybe do a wish list. Anyways. Well, you can't buy PS4 controllers much anymore. Because there's now the PS5, so they stopped making PS4. It's fine, I have 2 PS4 remotes. It's just really annoying. I know the reason why it does this. I was doing a trick to deal with like the 5-hour character stuff. So I had to have the 2 controllers. As you see, I'm literally going around in circles. I had to do this. No, it won't. So I had to do this for hours. I just had a hair elastic or an elastic on it, and it just made the characters go around in circles. But that inadvertently broke my controller. Well, not totally broke it, but it messed up with the gyros a bit. And I could do work on it, but I'd rather have like an actual person that's good at tech fix the freaking controller than me that never took a shop class, because I'm such of a freaking klutz that I would probably injure myself before even opening the freaking thing we need to work on. Anyways, once again, we got on a tangent, trying to finish the Bloodwork story. If you see, like, I'm not stopping or I'm just going up and down, that probably means that my controller's going nuts again. So, we don't have a pump with the truck to fill the wheels at this point in this story that I've been trying to tell for the last 16 minutes. So, I've just been going around in circles. So we don't have a pump for the truck. So this is Tuesday. I had work on Monday. So I decided, no wait, I knew I had to have the blood work done anyways. So I was going to have my blood work done, which I had planned to have done days prior. I forgot I have shit in here I need to bring back. Frick. Where's Seamoth? I hit it once. So, I go to deal with, so my parents are both gone, they've both gone to work, so our other 2 vehicles are gone. All I have left to use is the truck with, so I go to my blood work appointment's at 1:30, and where I need to go for my blood work is not that far from my house. So, I am getting ready to leave the house at around 1:15. Stop. Damn it. Stop. Frick.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So, I am leaving the house at 1:15, leaving like the house to go outside to get into the truck that's outside, sitting outside. I get out there, and I'm about to enter the truck. And then, I remember my mother telling me that the back wheel of the truck was, kept deflating. So, if you want to leave, you kind of gonna want to look at the wheel before you leave, because you can't drive on an empty tire wheel. Like, this is right before I get in the truck. It's like, okay, I gotta check it. So I go around the corner to go check the other tire wheel, and of course, the tire's completely flat. I don't have a pump, and I have an appointment in 15 minutes. The drive would have taken me 8 minutes to get there. And my appointment's at 1:30. I'm freaking out because there's no feasible way I can get to my appointment in time at this point, without, like, in my own volition. Like, anything I could potentially do without getting any outside help, really. I could not get to my appointment in time. The walk alone would probably take 20 minutes, at least. A bike probably take maybe 15 minutes, but I don't have a bike lock, and the bus system in my area only comes every hour, and I had already missed it. So you can see the problem. I was like, fuck, frick, I have this appointment for this kind of thing I need to do to get things checked, and I have no way to get there at this moment with what I have available. So my grandparents actually live really close to where I'm at. So I call my grandparents in a panic, just like, I have blood work and the car tire is completely flat. I have no way to pump the tire. I need help. Is basically the whole deal of what I basically said. So I get a ride from one of my grandparents to get to the blood work. I find out that I'm lucky that when my blood work appointment was at the time it was, because if it was any later, I can't. Shit. If it was any later, they couldn't have taken me to the blood work appointment because they also have an appointment that day. So I'm in the blood work thing, and like it's taking a long time for them to come take my blood. So I'm looking at my phone, and it's just like, oh god. If it takes any longer, I told my grandfather before I left that if it takes too long, I give him permission to leave me. Because it's more important that he gets to his appointment than him driving me back home, because I could walk home feasibly. I could feasibly walk home at this point. It was just getting to the appointment that I had no way of doing. So I kept freaking out because I was just like, oh god, my grandfather might have to leave me and he'll feel really bad. So I was freaking out the whole time. And then I couldn't go eat either because I was actually planning to eat lunch out, but I couldn't. So I was just like, yep. That was like my whole blood work appointment that day. A tangent. The story took like 20 minutes. Oh god. A story that could have taken less time literally took 20 minutes. But basically that's what happened on my Tuesday. That was my Tuesday. A lovely Tuesday. Blood work didn't take too long. Yeah, no, it wasn't the worst. It only took like, I don't know, how long would it take? Probably about, as you can see, my controller's still busted because I'm slowly swimming forward. Frick. So, like, it was good. I could get there in time and all that. The story of Cotton Ball Friend. Yes, that's how I got Cotton Ball Friend. And it was stuck on my arm. Throw the controller. I would, but, like, I'm not mad enough for that, and I'd rather not break the controller. That cost, like, $70 in Canadian money. But, yeah, that's how I got Cotton Ball Friend. Oh, yeah. And so, like, there's a way to not get a bruise after you get blood work, and that's applying pressure to 3 to 5 minutes on where you got the blood work, and then not doing any heavy lifting for about 2 to 3 hours. So, I have a bruise, but you want to know what I did? I did everything right. I held down for as long as they was told, and I didn't do any heavy lifting for the entire rest of the day. Lo and behold, I still have a bruise. As you can tell, I bruise super easily. I'm like a fucking banana. Okay. Violence fixes all problems. Violence does not fix all problems. I also really just like money, and it will cost me like probably $80 to get a new controller at this point. And it's not even a standard PS4 controller too. On Amazon, whatever. I can handle this slightly busted controller. It's just only the very slightly annoyance. Okay. I want more titanium and copper, so I really should make a scanner room.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen
You know, that's what I really should do. I should make a scanner room. Frick. Sea moth, I'm sorry. See. Oh jeez. But yeah, that's kind of how it was for me. Anyways, that was my blood work appointment. And like, was it? No, it was the next day. It was Wednesday when my computer came. My new PC came that I bought like, I'm pretty sure I bought like a few days before. When did I buy it? I remember I bought it cuz I bought it like 3 days. I bought it on the 28th and it came like the 2nd. No, wait. Did it come on? No, I think it came on the 2nd. Because I remember that my mouse pad was supposed to come on the 1st, which was my blood work appointment. It never did come. So I was waiting on the 2nd. My computer arrived. As you can see, I'm not doing anything again. And then my computer arrived, I think on the 2nd, and then the mouse pad arrived on the 3rd. If I remember correctly, because I know it didn't come on the blood work. Because I basically was working on the computer all day, like getting that set up. So it had to be the Wednesday, and it couldn't have been the Thursday, because I remember I was home when the mouse pad came, and I worked Friday. As you can see, that's how my thought process is. Oh boy, quite an odd one I am. I don't know why, I just decided to look down and I saw Aurora part. But I couldn't, no, bad. Sad. Good. Yeah, I'm being kind of talky today, honestly. And, like, another thing I've been doing, because I write, what I did, like, one of the first few days that I got the computer, this person's sending an email. Wait, what? Oh, that's, okay. That is just something different than what I thought. Anyways. Where's my thought process right now? Oh, jeez, my thoughts going everywhere. I need to see what to make a scanner room. I was talking about what I was doing. Okay. I write, on like one of the days, a few days ago, I did a whole bunch of writing. Like, I did 3 chapters? Yeah, I think I wrote 3 chapters in total. And I still need to make more. Shit. Just get up there. I might want to be very careful taking the sea moth around with my stupid controller I'm using. I hate the night right now because it's too dark on the PS4. So what I often do when I work is I write chapters or story ideas that I have, and I have a whole bunch of story ideas. And one of them's like an adventure kind of thing because, you know, I've been addicted to the Y series, and like that's inspired me a lot to make an own story kind of thing. And like there'll be homages to the thing that inspired me to make this, to make the story. There'll be homages in some ways, but it will be completely my own story. Um, so I've been working on setting up like ideas of the book and stuff like that, of course. You know, like you do. I'm eating decomposing food. I keep having to do that.
Vital signs stabilizing.
And like, the ideas that I have for this one, that's been inspired by Wise, it has like, it's at like volume 10 and there's gonna be like 2 more volumes after that at least, of just the main story. And like, it's not a like, it has a lot of ideas. Oh boy. But I haven't even got, like, I know how I want the story to end. Which is always, like, a good thing. If you know how you want your like, the story to end, you usually can easily make the process of it. I have a lot of marble melons. And I just need more water, so I'm just eating them. So, like, if you have a story, and if you have the idea of how you want it to start, what your characters are, certain little aspects of what you want for the story to happen, and you know how it's going to end, like how you want the story to end, like the idea. Writing a story typically is not bad. There's like air bubbles that are just floating through this, and it's really weird. Do I have enough titanium to make that? Anyways, so that's kind of how I do my process of writing. Construct is X. I need copper wire. So that's how I kind of do my process. I think of character, like I think of an idea, think of characters, think of points in the story I kind of want to happen. So like major events, like let's give examples of some other ones that I've done. I don't know if any of you guys read my stories, so like I'll just use one of the ones I'm working on right now. This one story, the idea is oh wait, I have diamond. I can make the laser cutter. Fuck. Anyways, I gotta see how to make that. But anyways, talking about the story. The idea is the main character is someone that is related to a clan that's existed in this one world for a very long time, and they have connections to the underworld. They have connections to the underworld. That's the idea. That's the idea for the main character. Her father was killed by her stepmother, who wants to take over the clan, that has had a son with him, and is getting help from another group, people that had betrayed the main character. At the very start of the story, she is betrayed and almost killed, and then she ends up in this other place. A second character has a different story. He doesn't show up a lot in the start of the story. He shows up once, but he is connected to her in some way, shape, or form. That's the idea for that character. It's a potential romantic interest too, but like I don't do a lot of romance. It's just a potential thing. Where is R2? R2, there we go. So that's that character. So the main things, the idea is setting up the character, the idea of what the strength of the characters is, the character's slight backstory, and the unfolding backstory that's going to happen in the story, and little points and pieces that indicate her learning how to use her new powers that she's gained, and fulfilling the request she was given by a god that brought her to this world in payment for saving her life. And then she could go back home. That's the idea. I forgot of another thing that is big to the character too. Some of you guys may have seen the tattoo that I want to get, that I've sent in the Discord before. Basically, the initial idea of that... What the heck? The initial idea of the tattoo is actually from that story. I don't know how to make hero gel still. But the initial idea of the tattoo is from the story that I'm talking about. The character has the tattoo. The character made the tattoo for her father because she was a child, and is just like, here, and the father to give homage to the daughter because he cares a lot for the daughter because she survived kidnapping and something, stuff like that. It became the mark of the clan eventually. So most people have it, and she has one on her wrist. Anyways, so the idea is the character has to go through a dungeon, pick up creatures. I will tell you what this story was actually inspired by too after I finish talking about this. But so she needs to pick up some creatures to become aids to her in her journey, and she also needs to figure out what she needs to do what the reason, because the god doesn't really tell her what she needs to do. They just basically say there's an issue, figure it out, and like just sends them there. That's basically what happens, and I'm not joking. So like they need to figure out what they're sent there to do and all that kind of stuff. And then she needs to figure out where she needs to go, and that's kind of the main points for the first book. I do know how it ends though, so that's kind of how I continue my process. There's certain times where I find it's really slow, and that's more just on my part. Seems about right for a God quest. Yeah, basically. God tells you, yeah, do this. Doesn't tell you how to do it at all. Just sends you into the world. So that's like 100% what happens. And like, so the story idea is like personal growth of the character, learning what actually happens, because there's a lot of things she realizes that her mind has slightly been messed with by those that betrayed her, because you find more out. So figuring out what she kind of has, like has been fogged in her memory, figuring that out, basically also getting revenge for what happened to her, and many other kind of things. So like, it's going to be an interesting story where, like, it starts in this other world and eventually it will return to her world at some point, just not for a bit. I need a battery. Battery's not here. Battery. I need copper ore and mushrooms. So that's kind of how I do my process of writing. Like, I don't think everyone does the same way I do it. That's just how I kind of do it, because like I have such an active imagination. I can work on like 5 stories at the same time and still keep it straight in my head. Like, I have 2 story ideas that I haven't started writing on, but one of them I've been writing points down on what I kind of want to do for that story. I needed to go back over here. I needed to make a tool. Frick. And laser cutter. I don't have the battery. Where's the battery? Where is the battery? Wait, what did I make? I made more copper wire. Fuck. No. Shit. I wasn't paying attention. Damn it. Ah. I needed more acid. Shit. Ah. I'm an idiot. So that's kind of my process. So this story specifically, that I've been talking about, it was inspired, because around the time I started coming up with the idea for this story was, I started playing I bought Oros again, and I started playing through Oros again, and like, though there's definitely some things in the initial story I don't like, the game mechanics that I don't enjoy. The general stuff isn't terrible, and I played Emerald. Emerald is the oldest Pokemon game that I own physically, but the first Pokemon game I ever played was Leaf Green. My friend had it, and I got to play it every once in a while. I'm very good at RPGs, but that's gonna be another story for another time, because I now have to find copper, because I was a fucking idiot. Anyways, I have a lot of medkits. So let's also put the diamond in there so we don't lose it. Diamond, let's go lithium. That's. Okay, and put those in there. Good enough. Wait, what? I have a laser cutter already. I do. Okay, I can go back to the Aurora. Frick. I did not mean to fall out. Nope. Come on! There we go. It's night.
Welcome aboard. All systems online.
I probably shouldn't be traveling at night, because I can't see shit. Let's you go over there. I gotta go into the base. So, like I was saying, the time I started making the idea for the story was around the time, that I started playing ORS again. And, there's like a few characters in the game I like the idea of the character, and I like the basis for the character that they've built on. And like I like the general concept of Pokemon as well. I've always enjoyed it. So I decided to do kind of a story form with those few things that I really like, and do my own kind of twist with some more kind of popular tropes that are going on at the time. So what it is a mixture of both. I need food before I go on this adventure, and medkits. So so the ideas of the main points of the story is certain particular character ideas and concepts that I really liked to be in this book. The idea of using creatures, being able to control creatures and fight with them and capture them and all that, and use them in battle. And also, I need food. And also, just general, the idea that currently a really popular trope in books, like serial books right now, is the use of characters going sent into another world. So that's kind of like the whole basis of the story. Like in very retrospective, that's the three main points of what the story's made out of. Computer, turn back on, please. So that's how the main basis of the story is made out of. Cancelled again. Oh, great. So that's the main idea of what kind of is the process of how my story, that one story, is made. And there's other stories too that I do that I can also break down. Like I don't mind breaking down, but like I'm not gonna go into great detail, more or less, because like each of the stories I actually do that I am writing, I do know how I want the books to end. That's how I always do it. Because if I don't know how the book's going to end, like either the first book or like the full book series, if I don't know how it's going to end, it's going to take a very long time of writing. I found that out the first time I wrote a book. Well, not the first time I wrote a book. Third attempt of writing a book. Like after that, because I've written books before in high school, but like they go everywhere, and it's just like I'm at chapter 60, and I'm lost in this book right now. I need to get a structure. I need a structure in this book. So I decided obviously to give it more structure and give it a destination and how long. And I also started that entire book over again. Because it was that bad. I was so lost. I was just like, yeah, no, if I can't know what the heck's going on, definitely the reader doesn't know what the heck's going on right now. So I just started the whole book from scratch. And like that's kind of how I've been doing it from now on. I get main points I want to do and an idea of how long I want it to be and kind of stuff like that, and like write the main character points, like certain things like that. That's kind of how I do it. That's my process. Everyone's different. I'm not like a great writer or anything. I just enjoy writing. It's really fun. Creating these kind of worlds, especially what we're dealing with right now, is really fun. Yeah, at the time, the number of chapters of that book was 64 chapters, and I wasn't even close to being near the end, and I was just like, yeah, let's start this over, because, like, I don't know what's going on anymore in this book, and it's just like, yeah, let's start over. Let's start this over, because a lot of stuff I put in here was either stuff that I was interested in at the time and I made chapters for it, or it was actual relevant things to the book. So there was a lot of side things that wasn't relevant to the book and all that, and it was just cluttering the book in general. And it was super, super long. And like, yeah, it was something, like, me actually deciding that I was not going to continue on with that book was something, because I at that point had been working on it for like 2 years, probably. Yeah, I'd say 2 years. And it's just like, I don't know what the heck's going on anymore, and I don't see a way to salvage this. So I'm starting over from scratch with the main idea of what it is going to. Hey, look, that life pod's upside down. I don't even have the thing for it. Stop, person. Like, how did they die? The life pod's just upside. Wait, there's a hole, but like, still. I think they made the hole. There was nothing that big that looked like it just made the hole. Anywho, capture decoy. Anyways, yeah, I started like the whole book from scratch, so I scrapped everything I did. Like, all I kept was the certain characters and like the general idea of power. The main character's power. I have not continued that book further than what I have, but it's honestly one of my more interesting series that if I ever did continue it or like start it over again, it would probably be really interesting, because I enjoyed the concept of different worlds and I like using that a lot in books. So this character specifically, her main power is the ability to travel between many different worlds. And like, there's a whole bunch of things going on in that one. It's a very complicated book. Yeah. I can talk about like a whole bunch of other books too. Like, I have to obviously avoid doing spoilers because some of the books I am actually in the middle of still writing, of course. I need to find these entrances. Somewhere over here. Another book, like a lot of my books will often dabble with it's in another world kind of things. It's really fun to do that. I need to find the entrance and I can't really see it. I think it's over there. This other book, the main idea is there's magic. The character's sent into another world, into another person's body, because there's something going on, and she now has to deal with it. And she decides to deal with it just for the hell of it, because she's kind of stuck here until the end of, like, this certain point anyways. So she decides to try it out anyways, because no one else has actually done it either. So she's just like, I want to do this to just prove everyone else that they're fucking stupid. It's kind of like her personality. And like, her attitude towards certain things is very nonchalant, but also extremely sadistic. Like, um, she won't go far by like hurting people that she just doesn't like. I can't remember the run button. This is the run button. But like, her sadistic side comes out to people that she decides is definitely in the wrong. Hi, human. I'm just talking about book stuff. Since I'm just talking about book stuff. From what, yeah. This one is actually can be interesting. So like the main idea is like she now has to deal with all these people, and like the girl's body that she's taken over. Let's just say she doesn't have a lot of good things going for her. Basically the people that she's living with at the current point don't treat her well, and it shows a lot. And the main character has a history that is kind of similar. Has a lot of implications. I realized I didn't bring a fire suppression system. I can get very screwed here. Have I not downloaded the data? I may have. So she gets, she has experienced this before. Like, I realized I don't have a freaking flashlight. Damn it, I'm an idiot. I need a flashlight, and I left it at home. I came here all gung-ho, and I forgot the most important thing for this version of the game. So the character doesn't like to put up with things, and she will try to avoid staying in the house as much as possible. And she's also trying to get things together to succeed in her plan to be able to break the loop that's occurring. So like, it's a very interesting kind of thing with the character. Having to deal with a whole bunch of other things, being thrown in this situation, while also learning other things. That's just that one. And it like it will have some romance in it, but like right now it doesn't really have much. So that's another one. Like, I can talk about books for hours. I have no problem with it. So what's another one? Because like now that I'm on the book topic, I can just talk about books now. Another book that I'm working on. Oh god, sitting there. What book are you talking about? These are books that I've written. So one of them. These are books that I've written or I'm currently writing. So I'm talking about them as vague as possible to not give spoilers. So the one I just talked about with the main character being sent in another world in another person's body, having to deal with all that. That one's specifically called the 13th Loop. You kind of find out more about what's going on in that if you read. The one I talked very early on was... right now it's called the Lost Spirit Summoner, but I'm thinking of changing the name to the Apostle of Spirits. That's the other one. The second book I talked about that I completely scrapped after 64 chapters, that book was called Heroine of Dimensions, but it's now just called Dimensions, and I haven't worked on it in months. No, 8 years. There's nothing wrong with the story. I'm just being a lazy ass. And then I have other stories I'm working on. There is another story called The Assassin and its series. I make very mean backstories for characters. I've had to talk about this with Waddles before. There's another book that I actually do want to really talk about that I haven't worked on recently, and the only reason for that is because I need to do a lot of work for the first book. This one is actually going to be a physical book if I can get a publisher to publish it. Where is my flashlight? This one is called The Silver Esper, and this is another one where it is in another world, not our world, but it's only in this one world. And in this world, well, neither of the two worlds that it was made in, that the book takes place in, is our world. The initial world that the character's from, where is my flashlight? The initial world the character's from, everyone there, like, either has abilities like not supernatural abilities, special abilities that are called those people are called espers. They're basically actually of a different race. Technically. Well, actually, no. They're not technically of a different race. They are a different race. They're, like, different species, but they look human. They just have, like, there's a few differences. In the world that this book is placed in, the fact of espers is not known. And, there's a lot of other things wrong with, like, the world in comparison to ours. There's a lot of kind of... So... the other world is similar to ours, except it has espers, so a lot of natural conflicts actually happen in that world. So a lot of natural conflicts that's happened in our world currently happen in that world. In this world the book is actually set in, a lot of those conflicts haven't happened. And it causes some interesting kind of changes, like in certain laws and human rights and stuff like that, and it kind of works around with it. So the main idea is at the start of the book, at the start of the book, I need to eat more fruit, so I need to go up to the water. At the start of the book, the main character is acting, like, I can say this because it happens at the very start. The character has a dream that is when there's a plane crash. This dream actually happens in a different world. And I can't remember if she mentions it, but, like, it does get mentioned in the first few moments of the book. So this dream specifically happens in another world of the plane crash. And it is an actual very significant point in the character's life, because a lot of certain things that happen to the character, or certain fears and stuff, and certain actions that they do, kind of are affected by that incident. Because it was so significant for them before. In the book, you find out the character is in a military camp, and is working for this unknown military that of a country that does not exist in our world. And you find out that the character is acting like, is portraying themselves as a guy to the military there. This kind of aspect of a character in the military, female but is acting as a male, that's kind of inspired from another thing, but, like, obviously it's my own idea. Just, like, that aspect is kind of inspired the book. So she is hiding that fact. I don't remember why I put the bubble here. I'm still looking for the flashlight. That's what I'm looking for. So she is trying to hide the fact that who she is and, like, her secret, while trying to not only... That's decomposing. Ugh, frick. Damn it! I just ate! I keep having sidetracked. I'm really not trying to. So, like, the big thing is, like, I attacked my lapa tree. Frick. Give me lantern tree. I now need to plant this. I just ate this. Damn it. Plants. There. So, like, the idea of powers and, like, The main character has a lot of secrets that they are trying to hide from everyone. And, like, basically, like, they're in a very dangerous situation. And it just gets worse for them the entire time. They kind of don't have good luck. So the idea is it just shows more about this world, and not this world, this country's military, and you find out more that the main character is really unsatisfied with certain things, so they decide to do a certain thing later on. Wait, okay, that's a different one. I was confused.